Now see here, the name of the experiment is known as spirometer. Now what is the meaning of spirometer? Spiro means what? Spiro means spherical, meter means what? Scale. Now any spherical object you can measure with the help of this spirometer. That's why the name is given spirometer. Clear? Now this apparatus, for example, the object which is quite big. So for big object we are using this spirometer. So what for example, the different kinds of objects which are in the sphere shape, earth, sun, moon, for example your volleyball or football. So these are the examples where we can measure the radius of curvature with the help of this spirometer. Clear? So what we have considered over here, we have taken this as convex mirror or convex lens, and this mirrors or lens, either you can use mirror or lens, or this is known as plane mirror. Clear? So we have considered only the small part of that mirror or lens, or that any optical sphere or lens. We can consider only the small part, and with the help of that small part we are going to find out what is the radius of curvature. Is it clear? Now how we can proceed for this experiment. Now there are this spirometer has 4 legs. Can you see these 4 legs? So these are nothing but the 4 legs. So these 4 legs you have to adjust. This 4 legs you have to adjust with the help of this screw. This screw is rotating screw. You can adjust with the help of the screw. Now this spirometer consists of this 4 legs. This is known as your circular scale. The scale is mentioned on this circular scale which is rotating. So and this scale consists of division. So these divisions are started from 0. You can see 0, 10, 20, 30, 40 like this till it is total divisions are 90, means total number of divisions are 100. Is it clear? So this is known as your circular scale. Now one more scale we have here which is vertical scale, which is known as main scale. You can see this main scale. Here the main scale is only 2 centimeter. See the downside is 0, then 1, then 2. Between 0 and 1, 10 divisions are there. So what is this main scale? Unit of the main scale is in centimeter and unit of the circular scale is in division. Now this main scale is 0. After 0, what is the smallest division value is nothing but your 0.1 centimeter. Is it clear? So main scale is in centimeter and circular scale is in division. Understood about this? The main unit of main scale and circular scale. Is that clear? To start this experiment, we should know what is the purpose of this 4 legs. These 4 legs we are going to use to find out, to take the readings. So these legs for different spirometer has different shapes of the legs. So we will find out what is the distance between this each leg. So what we will do, we'll keep the spirometer down and see the 4th leg should touch to this plain paper in a such a way that all the 4 legs are touching to the plain paper. Whether they are touching to the plain paper or not, we can take a piece of paper and put that piece of paper through each leg. If that piece of paper is not going through each leg, that means all the 4 legs are touching. Is it clear? Now what you have to do, these 4 legs are touching to the paper. Now press it at the top of this spirometer. You will get the 3 points which we require. We are getting here these 3 points. So we can highlight all these 3 points. Now we'll join these 3 points. this is what your triangular shape, and the sides of this, all these triangles are known as A side. Clear? Now how much is the side that we will measure with the help of this scale? It is coming 3 centimeter. See here. So this is your 3 centimeter. Each side is coming 3 centimeter. So distance between all these 3 legs are equal. Is it clear? So this is what A, that A is given by, in your handbook it is given, A is nothing but the addition of A1 plus A2 plus A3 whole divided by 3. We'll give the names of the sides as A1, A2, A3. So this average, it comes to be a 3 centimeter. Clear? So this is what you are getting here, A as 3 centimeter. Is that clear? Now, while proceeding this spirometer, we should know one part is there for all the instruments which are used to measure. Here, the least count means what? How much is the least value are you able to find out with the help of this spirometer? That is known as least count. Clear? So while finding the least count, we have to proceed some parts of this here. Here it is. See, you can see on this paper. So how we can proceed for the least count? First one, value of 1 division on the main scale. See here, you can see here on main scale. So how much is the value between 0 and 1, 10 divisions are there. What is the value of first division? 0.1 centimeter. Is it clear? Now second, number of divisions on the circular scale. Now you can see this is your circular scale. 0 to 90 means total number of divisions are 100. Capital N equals to 100. Then third one, distance through which the screw advances on the main scale in n rotations of the circular scale, that is capital D equals to is 0.1 centimeter. Now see here, if I give the rotation to this circular scale, if I will complete one rotation means what? When it is touching to this 0 is touching to the main scale of 1. When I will give complete one rotation, when it complete one rotation means what? When it started from 0 and it come back to again 0, that means one rotation is completed. So how much division is it's going ahead? It is 1 division, that means you are 0.1 centimeter. Is it clear? So capital D is 0.1 centimeter. Then the next, small n, number of rotation given to the circular scale equals to 1 rotation we have given. Now how we can find out the least count? That with the help of pitch of the screw, that pitch is nothing but capital P equals to capital D upon small n. What is capital D? Just now we got it, 0.1 upon 1. One rotation we have given, and that's why it is n equals to 1. So P equals to 0.1 centimeter. Then what is the formula to find out least count? Least count of the spirometer, capital P upon capital N equals to 0.1 upon 100, which is equals to 0.001 centimeter. That's why the least count of spirometer is 0.001 centimeter.
Now to determine radius of curvature of a spherical surface, formula is R is equal to A square by 6h plus h upon 2, where A is the average distance between the legs of spirometer, which you have already determined, right? Now remaining part is h. What is h? H is sagitta. Sagitta is height of the spherical surface or a curved surface from the plane surface. Okay, so now here two surfaces are given. This is the plane surface. Okay, this plane mirror, we are going to use this as a plane surface, and we have to determine radius of curvature of this watch glass. Okay, so to find h of this watch glass, first we have to find position of a plane mirror or a plane surface, which we are going to consider as x. Then we have to find its distance, or we have to find distance of a center of this watch glass. Let's mark center of the watch glass. So we have to find distance of a center of a watch glass from the plane mirror, so that we'll get height or a sagitta of this curved surface or a watch glass. Okay, now let's first see observation table. In observation table, first column is for main scale reading, second column is for circular scale division, then next column is for circular scale reading, and then total reading. We have to first find position of a plane mirror. So plane mirror, and then center of a curved surface. So curved surface. Okay, now first we'll take observation for plane mirror. So for that, first we'll place spirometer on the plane surface. You can place it at any position. Then adjust the center screw in such a way so that all three legs as well as this screw touches the plane surface. Okay, so first we have to adjust the center screw, middle screw in such a way so that all three legs and tip of the screw also touches the plane surface. Now to check whether all three legs as well as that middle screw is touching that plane surface, we use small piece of paper and we try to pass that plain piece of paper through these legs. Now you can see that it is not passing through these legs, but still it is passing through this screw, which means that the screw, tip of the screw is not touching this plane surface. So that means still we have to adjust the middle screw. Now again we'll check, still it is passing. See, now it is not passing through this paper is not passing, which means that all three legs and middle screw, their tips are touching plane surface. Okay, now we'll note down observation. So first column is main scale reading. Now how to find main scale reading? Now this scale, this vertical scale is main scale, while this is circular scale. And you can see that marking on the main scale is in centimeters. 0, 1 centimeter, 2 centimeter, and each 1 centimeter is divided into 10 divisions, right? So this disc is touching this division, which is 1 centimeter, right? So main scale reading is 1 centimeter. Then circular scale division. To find circular scale division, we have to see that which division on the circular scale is coinciding with the edge of this vertical scale. And now you can see that division number 10 is coinciding with the edge of this vertical scale. So circular scale division is 10. So in second column you will write 10. Next column circular scale reading, which is circular scale division into least count, that is 0.001, right? So when you multiply that by 0.001, you get 0.010. Then next is total reading. So main scale reading plus total reading, that is 1.010 centimeter. This is first observation for plane surface. Okay, now we'll take one more observation for the plane surface. We'll slightly change the position of a spirometer. Initially we kept a spirometer here. Now we'll change position of a spirometer, and we'll check that whether all three legs, tip of the all three legs and also tip of the middle screw is touching this plane surface or not by using this paper. Now see, it is again, we'll have to adjust the middle screw. So now I have adjusted a screw in such a way so that all three legs and tip of the middle screw is touching plane surface. And again we'll note down main scale reading, circular scale division and circular scale reading. Again you can see that this is touching, circular scale is touching 1. That means main scale reading is 1 centimeter. Then circular scale division, 9th division is coinciding with the edge of the vertical scale, right? So therefore circular scale division is 9. Circular scale reading is 9 into 0.001, so it is 0.009. So total reading is 1.009. Then we have to find mean of these two readings. How to find mean? Add both the readings and divide by 2 so that we'll get average or a mean of both the readings. So mean is 1.0095. Position of center of a watch glass. First we'll mark, or a curved surface, first we'll mark center of this convex surface. Okay. Now we'll have to place spirometer on this surface. See, center or a tip of this middle screw should touch that center point which we have marked here. Okay. So therefore now again you have to adjust middle screw in such a way so that all three legs, tip of all three legs and also tip of middle screw touches touches this surface, curved surface or a spherical surface. Again we'll use small piece of paper to check whether all three legs and middle screw can see that this is not passing through middle screw and as well as all three legs. Okay, so now we'll note down main scale reading. Main scale reading, you can see here that edge of this circular scale is coinciding with the first division after 1, which means that main scale reading is 1.1. Then circular scale, 40th division of circular scale is coinciding with the edge of this vertical scale and therefore circular scale division is 40. 40. So you will multiply circular scale division by least count 0.001, so you get 0.040 as circular scale reading. Then you add main scale reading and circular scale reading to get total reading. This is our first observation for convex surface. We have to take one more observation to get accurate observation. So again we'll place spirometer at the same position. Okay. Then again we'll check whether So this paper, you can see that it cannot pass through the gap between surface and the tip of 3 legs as well as middle screw. So that means all 3 tips and tip of the middle screw is touching that surface. So again we'll note down this observation. So main scale reading is 1.1 centimeter. Circular scale reading is 30. You can see that 35th division is coinciding with the vertical scale, edge of the vertical scale. So it is 35. 35th division. So CSD is 35 multiplied by least count 0.001. So total is 1.1 plus 0.035, which is equal to 1.135. Okay. Again we'll have to find average or a mean of both the observations. So divide both the observations, add both the observations and divide by number of observations. That is 2. So when you divide this by 2, you get y as equal to. So this is our mean or average observation for curved surface. This is for plane surface. Now we have to find sagitta of this curved surface. So to find sagitta, we have to subtract x from y, or even you can subtract y from x, because we have to consider only ते मॉड्युलस मध्ये टाकून दे. So sagitta of the spherical surface is equal to difference between x and y, which is equal to 0.128. It is in the modulus sign, so therefore it is 0.128.
To find the radius of curvature, that is the formula is a square upon 6h plus h by 2. This can be written as p plus q, where small a is the average distance between the legs and it is 3 centimeter. Now h is the sagitta of the spherical surface, and from the calculation the sagitta is 0.128 centimeter. Now how to calculate this radius of curvature? This first part is taken as p and the second part is taken as q. First we have to calculate the p. P is equal to a square upon 6h. A is 3 square upon 6 into 0.128. 3 square is 9 upon, just multiply this number with the 6. 6 8s are 48. It is 0.768. Now this number can be written as multiplied and divided by 10. I can write 90 upon 7.68. Now solve with the help of log. We can write antilog of 90 minus log of 7.68. Now say the log table. This log of 90, it has the two part. One is the characteristics and second one is the mantissa. The characteristic of this number is 90. Characteristic means number of digit before decimal minus 1. This 90 has 2 digits. Now its characteristic is 1. It is 1 point. Now how to find the mantissa from the log table? अभी यहाँ पे नंबर क्या है 90. Now सीधा 90 का 0 column. And the 0 column of 90 is 95442. Now the log of 90 is 1.9542 minus, now second number is 7.68. Again find the log of this number 7.68. First find out the characteristic, and the characteristic is the number of digit before decimal minus 1. There is one digit before decimal. 1 minus 1 is 0. Now remove the sign, you will get the number is 768. Now see the mantis of 768 is 76 का 8th column आपको देखना है, right? Now see in the 8th column of the 76, and the 8th column of 76 is 8854. 8854. Just subtract this number. 12 minus 4, 8. 13 minus 5, 8. 14 minus 8, 6. 8 minus 8, 0. It is 1.0688. Now say the antilog of 1.0688 is the number before decimal is 1. Now this can be written as in the power of 10, that is 10 raised to 1. Now see the mantis of antilog of 0.0688. Now see the column in the antilog is 0.06. 0.06 का 8th column is 1169. It is 1169. And now add in this the 8th mean difference of 068. 068. Its mean difference of the 8th column is number 2. The total antilog is, that is 1171. We can write 1.171 is equal to 11.71 centimeter. The radius of curvature is a square upon 6h plus h by 2, where a square radius of curvature is p plus q. The p part is 11.71. Now say the q part is equal to h by 2. H is 0.128 upon 2 is equal to 0.064 centimeter. Therefore the radius of curvature r is equal to p plus q is equal to 11.71 plus 0.064 is equal to, यहाँ पे ऐड कर दो 4, 6 plus 1 is 7, 11.774 centimeter. That is the radius of curvature of that spherical surface, or the spherical surface is 11.77 centimeter. Radius of curvature is 11.77 centimeter. While performing the sperometer experiment, you have to follow some precautions. Number 1 is measure the distance accurately. That is, the distance between the two legs can be measured accurately. Second precaution is take care that the tip of the screw and the tip of the 3 legs just touches the surface of the spherical surface as well as plane surface. Third precaution is rotate the screw in one direction to avoid backslash error. And the fourth one is while taking the reading with sperometer, consider the lowest division on the main scale as 0.